on with that.
And then you can go to sleep.
Yes.
You've been one man that has been talking about where you're from. You're from Mkpat Enin, and you're proud about it.
Exactly.
But you've also been one man that has stood and said you will not watch things go wrong in Mkpat Enin.
Yeah.
You will not fold your arms, you will not keep quiet. When the whole issue involving Mkpat Enin started, you were one of the frontliners. You started talking about it. You started expressing your displeasure about what's going on. And it does look like they've been listening to your complaints and lamentations about governance at that level in Mkpat Enin. I don't know if I should tell you, but it's no longer news, and I'm sure you're aware of it, that the Akha State House of Assembly has suspended Mkpat Enin council chairman over gross misconduct. Finally, Otwekong, how do you feel about this?
First, I feel embarrassed that my local government chairman, was suspended for not just a reason, but a reason that has to do with gross misconduct and financial impropriety. For me, it's a big embarrassment to me that of 31 local government council, only one local government chairman was singled out and disciplined for flouting the laws. And I commend the House of Assembly for restoring sanity, for restoring law and order, and for upholding and strengthening our democratic institution. Now, like I have said in a different platform where this report was posted, that the stand that the Assembly took on this matter has not just strengthened the hope or bring back the hope to Nigerians that actually there is democracy, but it will also make Nigerians see the House of Assembly, especially the 7th Assembly, to be the hope of the common man. Now, when this matter came up, I remember we discussed it severally on this platform, and we are at a point somebody's, we are even doubting, that the governor has intervened, and I repeatedly said that the governor I know will not double himself into issues that has to do with alleged fraud and alleged financial impropriety. If you read the report of the House of Assembly, which I believe you allow me to just read down the report of the release of the House of Assembly, this is to show that all what we have been saying, all what the CLO and other voices have been saying with respect to Mkpat Enin issue are not just allegations. Now look at what the House of Assembly came up to say in their position. I just read the release which I saw from the House of Assembly. They said the Akha State House of Assembly has suspended with immediate effect the chairman of Mkpat Enin local government area, Honorable Ekpo, over alleged gross misconduct and misappropriation of funds. The House of Assembly also directed the vice chairman of the council, Honorable Mercy Bassi, to take over from the suspended chairman in acting capacity pending the conclusion of investigation into the matter. This followed a report of the House Committee on Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs read at the plenary on Tuesday. Presenting the committee's report, the chairman, Right Honorable Mark Eset, revealed that the embattled chairman hauled out the council's grader since 15th April 2021 and has not returned same till date. He said that the chairman contracted a consultancy service to handle the internally generated revenue of the local government area with no information on how the funds received were managed, as monies were not paid into the revenue account of the council. The lawmaker said that the chairman failed to heed the advice of the head of service, director of finance, director of works of the local government council on the need to follow the local government law and the financial regulations in the running of the council. According to Honorable Mark Eset, quote, the vice chairman, other ESCO members and councillors are not carried along in the running of in the functions of the council during the committee sitting. Weightier allegations, petitions bordering on outright abuse of office and gross misconduct by the council chairman, would normally be submitted to the committee on a daily basis. The grader purportedly returned to the council by the chairman is different from the grader which belongs to the council which the chairman took away. After considering the report of the committee of the whole, the House ordered the chairman of the council to return the grader with immediate effect due to the obvious interference and plethora of fresh and weighty petitions against the chairman of Mkpat Local Government Council bordering on fraud. The House ordered the immediate suspension of the chairman pending the outcome of investigations of the ad hoc committee set up by the assembly. Now, this for me is very embarrassing that I am from Mkpat Enin and such a weightier issue has come up or was thrown up against the man who held sway on the running of my local government council. And here I am speaking about Nigeria. Speaking about Akha State. I'm a local government chairman can do this. So for me, I feel embarrassed that I'm from Mkpat Enin. I have never had this sort of issue before, this sort of embarrassment from Mkpat Enin before. This is the first in the history of Mkpat Enin. So I feel so ashamed of myself, but I thank God that law and order has been returned and sanity has been restored to Mkpat Enin. So I commend the speaker and the House members for standing their grounds and not allowing any sentiment to persuade them to do otherwise. This is a very good step that will strengthen democracy and to ensure that other local government chairmen will now watch and begin to take a cue of doing what is right based on the local government law.
Okay, let's still discuss something